Hey, welcome to the broadcast. My name is John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy for Global Real Estate School, and thank you so much for joining. Well, we've been working some math problems, and I'm going to continue with a financial amortization math problem. It is a problem you very well could see on the real estate examination. So let's go over to the board and take a look at this. In this example, we have Frank and Mary Smith who secured a $182,000 loan with 6.25% interest for 30 years. Their monthly payment is $1,120.61. How much will Mary and Frank's first payment be applied to the principal balance? So, very classic problem that you could see, and it's not that challenging or difficult. What we need to do is just go through some steps. So the first, we're going to work one T problem here to begin with. And I always like to begin my T problem by setting up with the math symbols. And then remember, we always put the P on top. This is our T formula. Part goes on top. Total goes on the bottom, and our percent goes here. Now remember, whichever we're going to have always going to have two items we can plug into this problem, and so wherever those two end up falling, then we are going to use the math symbols to solve for the third unknown portion of this T problem. I hope I explained that okay for you. So our first step is $182,000. Would that is the loan, right? And so if we know the interest rate, we can plug this 6.25% interest in here. And remember, I always like for you to move the math over two places. So this will be 0.0625. So we know that. The key is we're just trying to figure out which one goes on top and which one goes on the bottom. Well, we are going to figure that out very quickly here because 182,000 would be the bigger number, the loan amount, and what we're going to try to solve is what is the annual interest on this loan. So that is what we are trying to solve. And annual interest would always be the smaller number. So our math tells us to do what? Tells us to multiply. So I'm going to take 182,000. I'm going to give my calculator a couple of clears to make sure I flush everything out of it. 182,000. I'm going to multiply that by 0.0625. And when I do that, I get $11,375. Now remember, that's the annual interest, okay? I want to double check my math. 182,000 times 0.0625 gives me 11,375. That's annual interest. We know what the monthly payment is, don't we? But this payment right here, that includes interest and principal. And the math problem wants us to figure out how much will be applied to the principal balance. So we got to get this interest out of the problem. So we know what the annual interest is. If we divide that by 12, that will give us the monthly interest, correct? And so I'm going to divide that by 12, and I get $947.92. And remember, that's monthly interest. But we want to know how much was applied to the principal balance. So all we need to do is take this $1,120.61 and subtract the interest, which is $947.92. So I'm going to double check my math. 11,375 divided by 12 gives me 947.92. And now I'm taking this 1,120.61. I'm subtracting 947.92, and I get $172.69 as the answer. Let's double check. 1,120.61 minus 947.92 equals 172.69. And of course, you could come up a few pennies different depending on your calculator and the way it rounds. Don't worry about that. They never give you answers that are real close together like that. So that's how easy it is to solve that math problem. That's one of the math problems you could see on the exam, and you're going to do just fine on test day. Hey, it's globalrealestateschool.com. Be sure and subscribe to the channel. Like our channel, give us some love. We always appreciate that. We have lots of resources. I'm trying to do more and more live streaming. I have a great podcast where if you want to listen to podcasts, in fact, I'm going to be going into the sound booth shortly and doing some podcasts. But hope you will tell others about Global Real Estate School, subscribe to our channel, and check us out at globalrealestateschool.com. We have lots of resources for you. I have my real estate exam coach. A lot of people love that. It includes the digital flashcards, all of the audios, podcasts you can listen to in your car. It includes so much more. You've got to check that out. And I also have digital flashcards you can buy separately. I have practice exams included with my real estate exam coach. Get my real estate exam coach. It just covers it all and will help you out. But if you want digital flashcards for your phone, if you want audios, we sell those as well. They work in all 50 states, and we can help you in many states around the country with your real estate examination needs. globalrealestateschool.com. Hey, as always, thank you for watching the video. Go out and have a great day.